everyone. Hello. Welcome back to another inspiring episode of Cheeing Together podcast. And today is Monday. And by the way, my name is Richie. I am currently living here in Edmonton, Alberta. I'm a mom of two and building my online business on the side. And today, of course, kasama ko ang aking amazing co-host, Ate Ying.
Hello everyone. For those joining us for the first time, my name is Ying Harland. I'm a retired corporate professional living in Ontario, Canada. One thing I've learned in this new chapter of my life is that retirement doesn't mean we stop growing. Sometimes it gives us the opportunity to discover new interests, learn new things, and create new possibilities. So maraming salamat sa inyong oras at sa pagpili niyo makasama kami ngayong hapon. And Richie, excited ako sa conversation natin ngayon because our guest has such a beautiful and inspiring story.
Yes, Ate Ying, kasi minsan we think that after doing something for 20 or 30 or even after 40 years, yun na yung siguro yung parang end ng path natin, di ba? But our guest today is a proof that you can be grateful for the life and career that you built and still be brave enough to explore something new, di ba? Ika nga. Imagine this, 37 years as a registered nurse. And 37 years of caring for people, serving patients, showing up for families, and yet she still had the courage to say, maybe there's something more I can build for my future. So today, hindi lang natin pag-uusapan ng business journey ni Ate Mel, but we want to talk about the woman behind the journey, the fears, the turning point, the challenges, and most importantly, the lessons she learned along the way. So, Ate Ying, I think ready na tayo.
Yes, ready na. Everyone watching, please help us welcome our very special guest from California. Welcome, Ati Mel.
Hello, everyone. Mabuhay. Hello, my name is Melinda Alcantara. Do I need to introduce now myself?
Yep.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead po, ate.
okay. My name is Melinda Alcantara from Southern California. I'm a registered nurse by profession. I'm a mother of one. I'm originally from the Philippines. Katutubo po ako ng La Union. Hello everyone, kumusta kayo dita? Naimbag nga bigat, naimbag nga malom, kan naimbag nga rabi iyo manen. Adda kami man dito yan nga mang-inspire kada kayo. Okay, back to you guys.
Nice. Go ahead, Chi.
I love that, ate Melinda. Thank you for that very energetic introduction of yourself. I think i-ask sana kitang mag-introduce ng sarili mo, but you got it. So welcome po sa aming podcast, Ate Ying.
All right, I
Thank
love that.
you.
And 37 years in nursing. Wow. That alone tells us so much about your dedication and heart for serving others, which brings us to something I really want to ask you. So, let's hit it to question number one. Do you want to show your question? Okay, perfect. Ate Mel, after 37 years as a registered nurse, what made you decide to start something completely new? Was there a particular moment you thought, I think it's time for me to try something different? The floor
Okay.
is yours, Ate Mel.
Okay, thank you so much. Before I answer that, I just want to say thank you for inviting me, to your real talk, real conversation here for this amazing duo, from California. Thank you, Yang. Thank you, Che. Okay, for that question, I've been a nurse for 37 years, and for more than 3 decades, I really dedicated so much of my time taking care of others, working long shift, missing holidays, also sometimes family time because I'm putting my time for my patients first. Nursing has shaped me, for who I am right now. It taught me compassion, patience, resilience, and the true meaning of service. And then I will always be proud, to be called a nurse. But after so many years, I started feeling like, physically and mentally, the demands of the job. I spent like 17 years of a trauma, neuro, surgical ICU. And most of the time, I'm always like on my feet most of the time, like 12 hours, sometimes more than that. And when I turned 50, I transitioned to the peri anesthesia care unit, in which most of the people that went through surgeries, that receive anesthesia, that's where I'm at right now. And I still knew that I couldn't, keep pushing my body forever. Then I was facing, my sixth surgery. Okay, that was like 2 years ago. I had the moment when I told myself, enough is enough. I can't do this anymore, because most of my job, I did like two jobs most of the time, since I was single, when I got married, then I went through divorce. So I always have two jobs. Then I decided to retire from the county. It's time for me. I told myself to protect myself, my family, my health. I want more time freedom, financial flexibility, and probably another source of income that could grow without exhausting, like my body again. I was also inspired, seeing a lot of nurses, a lot of people succeeding, in the online world. So, and I thought, if they can do it, if they can learn and do it, maybe I can do it too. So that was when I decided, to say yes to a new journey.
Wow! Napakaganda nung sinabi mo, ate, and I think maraming nurses and maraming immigrants ang nakaka-relate sa'yo sa mga experiences na shinare mo sa aming ngayong umaga. Sometimes, mahal natin yung trabaho natin, our career, 'di ba? But we can be grateful as well sa ating mga trabaho. But at the same time, we can still, we can still want more. And we want more options for the future kasi sometimes starting something new doesn't always mean you're running always from your old life, di ba? Sometimes you're simply creating another possibilities for yourself.
Mhm.
So, Ate Mel, bago tayo pumunta sa ating pangalawang question, wait lang po, bibigay ko yung ating question na pangalawa. So this is my second question po, our second question. Let's talk about something very, very real. I think all of us business partners or business owners makaka-relate dito. Ito yung fear, four-letter word. Because when people see someone starting something new, minsan ang nakikita lang nila is where the person is today. 'Di ba? Hindi nila nakikita yung doubt sa una nung nagsisimula sila. So many people are afraid to start because they're not tech savvy, they're not comfortable like us where they are, and they're scared they might fail, right? Pero what fears, Ate Mel, did you have when you were starting, and how did you overcome all of those fears?
Okay, wow. Honestly, at first it was very uncomfortable with me. I started being shy before when I was a kid, up to, before I started the business. I was so shy. I was a private person. I don't want to show my face, um, because my specialty, my skills, is patient care, not the technologies, not the computers. I know basic things like emails, Facebook. I know how to scroll my Facebook, but I don't even know how to copy and paste. Because when I was starting, I grew up, we don't have computers yet. But, because of the advanced technology, nawala ako. Hindi ko man lang alam na lagi ako nagpapaturo sa anak ko. Anak, paano ba mag-copy and paste? Paano ba ito? I mean, siyempre, unti-unti natututunan mo rin yon. So, and then here comes when I joined the business, I could hear about funnel, I could hear about automation, digital marketing, as if these words, is like a new language to me. Para bang nawawala ako. So how could I ever start this? I said, so But then, looking at my whys, it always goes back to my whys. I said, what am I gonna do? If you see like people are succeeding, do you think you can do it too? So I thought about all the people like isn't it? We have like business partners. They're on their 70s, they're on their 80s. So I got inspired by them with the people retiring after like a year on the business. So what I did, I attended most of the masterminds, like every Saturday morning. I attended most of their Zoom meetings, the collabs. I attended collabs, no matter how hard it is for me. I said, I need to do this because this is my future. This will be my retirement. And I keep thinking about my body, my health. I said, you're not getting younger. You need to do this by hook or by crook. So I try to focus more on the business, giving like 30 minutes to an hour time. I exercise myself to at least learn new skills every day, and then trying to show up myself. Consistency, I think would help me with this until naka-adjust ako. At unti-unti nagugustuhan ko yung business na to. So, I really approach this journey step by step, one step at a time. And what keeps me going also is my faith, my family, the support, and the mentorship around me, and the reason for starting the business. I woke up early, talagang binigay ko talaga yung time ko. And until now, I'm willing to learn, still growing, learning. Even I'm on my 60s, it's not gonna stop me now. Although sometimes I'm having like a pause for months like that, but I still believe that, with all my faith in here, I could make this happen. And I could make it possible that someday I could be, where the successful people are. So that's what I did.
Wow. I love that. I love that, Ate Mel. That's so powerful. Kasi sometimes we think confidence has to come first. Sasabihin natin, kapag confident na ako, saka na ako magsisimula. But actually, it's the reverse of it. You start scared, but you learn and you make mistakes and you keep
Mm.
showing up, and eventually the confidence follows. That's very good. Thank you for sharing, Ate Mel. So now let's go to the question number 3. So, Ate Mel, this next question is very close to our hearts. You spent decades taking care of other people, and that's what nurses do. Of course, my sister is also a nurse, right? You give so much of yourself to others, but now you're building something that can also impact your own future and your family's future. So, the question is, how has starting this digital journey change the way you think about your future and your family's future? The floor is yours.
Okay. Right now, you could see me. You won't be able to see me right now. That means like I became more confident now. I could talk, in front of the camera, of the people, because I'm talking about my story. I mean, my story on the business, how I started. But before, you could see that I am really, I was really very shy and afraid of speaking in front of the camera. I worried, about people thinking about me. What am I doing? So and also I'm scared, to make mistakes. So, so I told myself this journey has taught me that I don't have to be perfect, to have something to share valuable to others. My mindset also has changed. I'm already a positive person, but right now I became more positive about everything because talking to most of the people in the business, they showed us how to be more positive. They taught us, like at 5:30 in the morning, there's like 30 minutes that you need to listen, how they will teach you more about positivity. And I tried to join myself in those things, and it gives me, like I said, in life, a lot of things to do, how to manage yourself. Instead of thinking like, do you think, Mel, you can do it? I always tell myself now, if others, was able to do it, I could do it too. Now, I see my future differently. Nursing will always be, like a part of me, because 37 years of my life, I've been working as a nurse. But right now I have another side hustle, like for myself, which is the digital business. So I'm still a nurse. I didn't quit nursing, but at the same time, I'm learning new skills right now. Mentoring, also other some of my downlines, building something of my own, and hopefully inspire someone to believe that there's nothing too late, to start again. And also that personal growth that I've learned, in the business, for me is already a success. I think I hope, like I could like inspire people of my experience, in this online world, and my faith, became stronger. So now I always believe, in this business, that it really works.
Wow, thank you Ate Mel. Grabe ang ganda 'no, yung pagkakasabi mo nung mindset, parang kahit ako naka-relate ako kasi when I was starting, I had a lot of doubts, I have a lot of fears na yung question ko, kaya ko ba? And sabi mo nga po kung kaya ng iba, yes, kaya mo rin dahil hindi naman kailangang perfect kaagad, hindi naman kailangang confident kaagad, 'di ba? So sometimes legacy isn't about what we leave behind. It's also about the choices we create while we're still here, 'di ba? Siyempre. And I think especially for parents na kagaya natin and to all the people who spend so many years taking care of everyone else, sometimes we forget to ask, what do I want next chapter? Or what do I want next chapter to my next chapter to look alike? Ano ba yung gusto ko talaga after taking care of everybody else? Pero ang totoo, Ate Mel, you can continue serving others while also building something for yourself and for your family. So, for the question number 4, Ate Mel, ito na. I think ito na yung million-dollar question. So, for someone na nakikinig po sa inyong lahat or sa atin ngayon, mga live viewers natin and sa mga manunood po ng replay, may isang tao dyan na lagi niyang sinasabi, maybe someday. I want to imagine or I want you to imagine that there's someone watching you right now, Ate Mel, na she's saying maybe she's a nurse, maybe she's a mom, maybe she's been working for 20 or 30 years, maybe she's approaching retirement, or maybe she simply knows that she wants something more or something different for her life, or sometimes sinasabi na lang niya maybe someday. So Ate Melinda, sa taong nagsabi niya na maybe someday, ano yung gusto mong sabihin or like message mo sa kanya para ma-inspire siya ngayong araw?
Okay. Wow. Ganyan din ako dati. Okay. Many of us, I'll start when I have time. I'll start when work slows down. I'll start when I'm ready, for the business. And you know, there's no. I'll start, when the business, when everything becomes perfect. There's no such thing as perfect, and that's the truth. Life will always be busy. There will always be responsibilities, challenges, and unexpected situations. If we keep waiting for the perfect time, for the perfect moment, um, we might probably spend, like, years waiting while our dream remains the same, right? Because there's no such thing as perfect time. So what you need to do is use of your time right now. Okay, you don't need, like, to keep waiting. Just like what I did, I waited actually for a year. Um, what you need to do is do your research, um, believe in yourself, and try to do 30 minutes, 15 minutes of your time each day. You need to pray, you need to exercise. You don't need to think like, I'm 60, I'm 50, I couldn't do this because I'm always busy at work. Don't ever say that. If there's a will, there's always a way. Remember, like, sometimes even though when we're 80s, if we are willing to grow, we're willing to learn, we could always make things possible, right? So just take one small step at a time. Don't pressure yourself. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the process of your journey in the business world. And you could still do whatever you want to do. All you have to do is no pressure. I mean, keep believing, keep the faith, and I know that you can do it. If I was able to do it, you too can do it, right? So that's the confidence that I've gained right now. If others can do it, I can do it too. So back to you guys.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, thank you. I hope whoever needed to hear that today really takes it to heart, because someday can easily become next month, next year, 5 years, 10 years. You don't have to change your entire life today. You don't have to have everything figured out. Sometimes your next chapter begins with something very simple: one decision, one small step, and one yes. You're
Yeah,
muted.
because growth is not a race. There's no
So we're
such
almost
thing in here.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Ate Ying. So before we wrap up po, I just want to ask Ate Melinda to promote her website, and then we can close our live. Ate Melinda, the floor is yours.
Okay, hi everyone. If you want to learn about the business that we have, you could always go to www.thankfulmail.com. So we have this, we have this business that's been like 52 years, and you could always trust it. The way how you look at me, if you think I'm not saying the truth, then don't believe in me. But I built this with honesty and integrity. If I can do it, I know, and I do believe you guys can do it too. www.thankfulmail.com.
Thank you, Ate Mel, and thank you again for saying yes to us and sharing your very beautiful and very inspiring story. For me, the biggest lesson from your journey is 37 years of doing one thing doesn't mean you're finished growing. Diba? Walang expiration ng growth, sabi nga nila. And your
Oh yeah, there you
experience isn't something that holds you back. Yes. It can actually become the foundation of your new chapter, diba?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, correct. And I think that's what makes Ati Mel's story so inspiring. She didn't wait until she had no fear. She didn't wait until she knew everything. She was simply willing to become a beginner again. And there's something very powerful about that. So, to everyone watching us, maybe you've been saying, I'm too old, I'm not tech savvy, I'm too busy, and I don't know where to start. Maybe someday. But remember Atimel's story. If someone can spend 37 years serving in one career and still have the courage to begin a new journey, maybe your next chapter isn't too late either. Maybe it simply hasn't started yet. And maybe the question isn't, am I ready? Maybe the question is, am I willing to take the first step? So remember, everyone, like I always say, nothing changes if nothing changes.
Thank you, Ate Ying, and thank you, Ate Mel, for being with us, for inspiring everyone today. Itong Monday na to, napakaganda ng ating simula. And thank you, everyone who joined us live, at sa mga manonood po ng aming replay. Don't forget to connect with us and message us if you were resonated with Ate Mel's story. Diba? Pero meron akong isang question for all of you guys. You can answer it on our comment section. What's one thing you've been telling yourself you'll do someday? Maybe today is the day you turn yourself into a millionaire.
All right. I didn't hear what you said the last time.
I think this is sabi ko lang po ate, yung someday nila, it will be their day
Wow.
one, someday. So ito na, I think we're almost done here.
All right. And to everyone watching us, thank you again for the time. Thank you, Ate Mel, and appreciate the time and effort for tonight. So this is Ying.
And this is Richie.
And our special guest, Ate Mel, thank you for watching the
Thank you
Chiying
so much.
Together.
Thank you.
We'll see you again on the next episode. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Diyan ka lang po Ate Mel.